Yeah. All right. So Xzibit believes hip hop has become a mockery of itself. He says hip hop is huge and it made so many people so much money. They think anybody can do it. Everybody feels that hip hop is so accessible that anybody can do it. It's become a mockery of itself. It's become too accessible. There was a time when there was somebody that you had to go into their office and get an investment into your career. Now, if you just have a laptop and Wi-Fi, you can be an artist. People do themselves a disservice trying to participate in that.
Yeah,
to that
Mr.
you say what?
Pimp my ride.
That's what I was about to say.
But at the same time,
somebody that's
people
talking
been
about a
saying this
mockery
since 1998, as far as I'm concerned.
But it's not only hip hop though. Anybody can literally do whatever kind of music they want on their laptop with GarageBand, with their own equipment that they bought. We only talk about hip hop because that's the only thing that we see.
I mean, country artists
that's going on in every genre.
Country artists felt that way about Lil Nas X.
Come on.
Yeah, but you know
because
what?
he was gay and black.
Yeah.
But this was before he came out as gay.
But he's
That's
still
true.
black.
He's still black.
He was definitely black.
He had to get Billy Ray Cyrus had to bring him out of retirement in order for them to accept him.
And then he just flipped it on him.
Just went all the way left.
But you know what? Technically, we have a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, you needed somebody to sign off on you and say that, hey, these guys and get network sponsors. But you know what? No. Now we have cameras, we have our own format and computers, and we can edit things. And
You can put your own
new,
TV show
in the new media way people consume media, they stream everything. The fact that we're on YouTube, that means we have a TV show.
Yeah.
Not a mockery.
We have a TV show the same way Noriega has a TV show.
Yeah.
The same way Matt Hoffa has a TV show.
Yeah.
The same way DJ Vlad has a TV show.
Or the same way that a lot of these national syndicated stations have TV shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Minus the ad money. But, what I would also say, I mean, actually, we do get ad money.
Yeah.
But further, he actually said, he says, because it goes back to our unionization talking points. He said, we should have unionized. We should have had some kind of union. We should have a board. We should have organized ourselves. Because right now, becoming 50 years later, we still don't own ish. So until we own it, until we control it, until we have some say who gets to call themselves this and call themselves that, like everybody else, it's going to continue to spiral out of control. And that's why we're not on Billboard charts, because nobody is in the pilot seat guiding us to where we're supposed to go. To that you say.
Translation, I am broke and help me.
I wouldn't even say that much. I would say that he's disconnected. And doesn't understand what's going on out here, because you can't sit up and tell me that culturally these people that are coming up putting out stuff aren't, you know what I'm saying, from this background and weren't raised by hip hop or things of that nature. He's pretty much coming at this as somebody that wants to gatekeep, and we've talked about that. He wants somebody to have to answer to someone in order to get on. And that's kind of whack.
There should be some gatekeeping.
I agree.
There should be some, because
not in the sense of what he's talking about.
No,
like just because
there shouldn't be a committee to decide.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to decide if somebody is good enough to come out.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you just want to like put music out and put it out there into the world, but maybe if he's talking from a specific angle of
platform,
if there's like this hip hop foundation and you want to be labeled under hip hop, then you have to meet these standards. And then
there was a point in time where Tupac didn't like Xzibit. So Tupac was out before Xzibit. So he could have been like, nah, we don't want to hear from him.
Yeah, because
if we go with what Xzibit is talking about.
If he's on the board. We don't want him to come out because we don't like what he's talking about.
It's a shame. Ninjas in the rap game, all for the money and the fame. Paparazzi.
That's Xzibit.
Look, man.
Why can't he go on
if you wasn't in the rap game for some money and fame, what is your MF and purpose?
Yeah. That's what one of Tupac's people said.
Yeah.
So maybe this is
I think that was fake.
Enlightened Xzibit.
Look, this is the thing, man. Xzibit, and I can say this because we have these conversations here kind of on a regular basis. But I can say Xzibit right now, and first of all, I loved Xzibit's like probably first 3 albums.
Yeah, Relentless was hard.
Yeah.
His work on the Chronic 2 was hard.
You sound like the old man in the club.
What was it? 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Yeah.
Restless.
Restless.
And then X.
Yeah. And
Restless was his best one to me.
Man vs. Machine. Good record. People didn't listen to it though. But I'm saying that you sound like the old man in the club because when, This is what happens because I can relate to you because I'm the old man in the club. It's just I'm there every week, so I've seen how things just evolve in real time. Just the same way we look at each other when certain records come on, we'll be like, and we shake our heads, but at the same time, we're like, look, this ain't for us.
Yeah, for us.
This ain't, just like if it had been 20 years ago and you were standing in the club and you were 40 something years old, it's not for you either.
20 years ago.
What happens? This is a general question. What happens when there's no type of gatekeeping at all?
Sexy Red.
No. I have to disagree because the gatekeeping now is 100% with the people.
That's real
Because
they pick and choose what they like.
Good sense.
Yeah, but you know what? The people, you're right. But you know what? Once something is over with, the people get rid of it.
That's real.
That is true.
Because you see
they throw the toy away like Andy on freaking Toy Story.
Because once the people are done with you, whatever you're trying to do, and then you try to reheat those French fries, they'll be like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
We was just talking about Nikki.
We just talking about we talking about Megan, and the Megan's not she ain't even been out that long, but when people are done with you, they're done with you, and we can't. There's no industry force really that can keep you in my imagination of people to where they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll let this go.
I think Meg still has a chance to.
She still got some embers in the fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like if this next project she puts out is heat, she's
got to get back to the old Meg that actually had a certain level. I can say this: her music had a certain level of humor, of cleverness, but after that whole Tory Lanez thing, it was somewhere else.
I'm a victim,
and it wasn't even that, but there was something missing from her music.
Twerking.
So
no, she's still twerking.
So back on the subject, though.
Okay.
Not to stray too far. Would we say, is there any type of solution moving forward in the sense of for where we're at, for how media is released, for how this stuff comes out? Do we just is the look just to embrace everything that comes out? And when I say embrace, exactly, I'm not saying embrace it, but how is it monitored, or is it just free flowing wildness?
It's free flowing wildness.
Yeah, you can't police it right now because Sexy Red actually, before she got popping, she redid that what is it, Vanessa Carlton, where she's playing the piano and
1,000 Miles.
1,000 Miles. She redid the 1,000 Miles of pop, 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 pop. That was her.
Okay.
Doing that song, talking about shooting up something.
That was Sexy Red?
Yeah, that was Sexy Red. Yeah.
Oh, so many people have done that, though.
Yeah, so many people, but she did it too. And that one was actually popular. The one that she had made it it went viral essentially. And that's what kind of got eyes on her. Mm-hmm. And she capitalized on it.
So let me ask you this question. Should there be a distinction between, I don't know, this could actually go beyond hip hop realistically, but should there be a distinction in some sort of way between this popular viral stuff that pops off and literally hip hop culture? In the same way, this could be a conversation across the board though.
No, I think ultimately, man, every artist deserves to put their stuff out.
What if they're not really artists? We talked about this last week.
Yeah, we did.
That's the thing.
I mean, but are we TV hosts? Are we journalists?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Are we? No, I would say we're not journalists. We're commentators, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We're not a parody though.
That's true.
But somebody would say, "Are you guys really commentators?" There's always going to be that question.
Yeah.
There will, but
who gave you the right to speak on that?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when you get to a certain level of being able to do this on a certain level, and what we put out is good,
to whom?
To us.
Exactly.
And obviously to other people because they use our stuff.
Hey man, I've spent countless amount of dollars to be able to speak on some of this stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've purchased all of these projects, you know what I mean, of these artists.
Musical
you know what
projects.
I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's part of the making of your man.
Etc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the right to comment on some of the things that I say.
But at the same time, anybody right now can challenge you on that, regardless of who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But anybody could challenge anybody on any platform.
But
but they don't have a platform.
Is it
unfortunately?
provocative?
Yeah,
To get the people going.
they don't have a platform. Just like we can sit here and talk about people putting out music, and we're not putting out music.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
but I don't put it. I play music that people put out.
Right.
So in that sense, I can critique it. I can be like, people don't want to hear that.
So,
Yeah, because
okay.
I see it firsthand.
Yes.
So is that problematic?
No.
I know that we do it, and we're all part of it.
I
but-
think it's
but
a
in general,
solution. I think it's part of the solution.
solution to what?
To tell you, this is not what you're doing. It's not working. So try something else.
Man, I'm so lost where we're at right now.
I
Me
don't
too.
know. But it still kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
But we're talking about Xzibit's
We're talking
comments.
about
we're talking about Xzibit talking
He's
about.
upset that he feels like anybody can put out a rap record right
yeah.
now.
Well, anybody can.
And then-
Let's
and
just
he's-
leave it at that.
but I think that's kind of what I'm getting to. At this point, he's actually right.
Yeah.
Anybody can put anything out. There is no type of middleman. If people like it, regardless of if they're people that eat their hair or if they're people that don't eat their hair, it doesn't matter. If there's more people that eat their hair that like it, then that's all that matters.
Look, y'all are trying to do rollout still, and you know what? If the people like whatever, because like I said, I'm not going to call any names just because I don't want to seem like I'm hating or I'm endorsing.
Do it, man.
All right, you know what? Look, the people like Sexy Red right now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to say Sexy Red. I'm not going to say Sexy Red because Sexy Red is not as harmful as far as image goes to me as Sukihana.
Yeah, but they don't
Well,
but people don't
they
actually
in
like
the
her.
same. They in the same. They ride in the same.
But,
But,
I think
but what Sukihana records do you actually play?
none.
None.
The one with
Ex-
Sexy Red?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even the one in Sexy Red.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you know,
really?
when you see the Sexy Red is still somehow Sexy Red was still
She's
invited.
likable.
She was invited to
You know?
the MTV Awards. She wasn't nominated for anything. She wasn't performing, and she doesn't have any records out that anybody care about. That's where sometimes I get into the industry plant thing because it's like, okay, we're going to invite this person who clearly is trading dignity for attention.
Laid across the carpet.
Yeah, and so
Nasty.
that's where I have a problem with they just let anybody into this thing we call the entertainment industry, because at least I can say, look, Sexy Red got records people like. Sukihana is just somebody who's willing to demean herself for attention.
I feel like this is I agree with you, Byron. I agree that, and I've said this on the show before, I agree that some level of gatekeeping is important.
Some.
But I do not have the answers of how much gatekeeping is good, because I also acknowledge that gatekeeping is also probably more so bad than good.
But think about it. There is no way to do it. There is absolutely no way to stop somebody from shooting whatever they're going to shoot. And as long as it follows YouTube guidelines, they can put it up and it's up tomorrow.
It's just, it really depends on if the people like it. If the people like it.
If the people like it and it gets chopped and screwed on these social media platforms and it gains steam, then what are you going to do as a gatekeeper?
So essentially,
Tell these people
I
that
guess-
they can't do it?
I guess you could not talk about it as a platform. Like we could not talk about that completely. We can ignore it, but that's really all we can do, really, right?
That's all you can do.
I mean, essentially, Jay Moore was right, man. Like, the people are the real gatekeepers.
They are. They've been the gatekeepers the whole time.
No.
It's just that they have way more power and influence now because it's coming right to this.
Yeah.
It's coming right to this every single day. I don't have to go through any avenue to get approval for me to put my stuff out.
We're all old enough to remember when it was like world premiere, so and so has this video, and it's going
Right.
to premiere on MTV, VH1, and BET all at the same
And
time.
time stopped.
And you remember where you are when this album or
You
this
had to watch that one thing.
So to our conversation, I think that if we can't control anything, and we still want to
Way
have
to bring it back home.
and we still want to have like some sort of, I don't know if autonomy is the right word, but some sort of like
Quality
we
control.
we have to be able to distinguish what art is versus what is just content, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
Ooh,
up,
yes.
I think it's
Yes.
up to the people that actually observe it and listen to it, even though they're going to get talked down onto from those super fans or those people,
So
to
us.
literally tell people what
This
we
is.
really, what it really is, and just accept the fact that we are going to get all the people that are just liking said person simply because she's popular, simply because that's what they want to like right now, and just accept the fact that we're looking at this from a different angle, and if you don't like it, then you can keep it moving.
No,
I don't know what else there is to really do.
That's facts.
That was a bar right there. Like
Exactly.
separating
When you
the
look at
difference
artists from
between art and
content creators.
Yes.
That is,
Yes.
I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
That's the conversation, really.
Yeah, because we have a lot of content creators, only a few artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot.
And I think that's the problem with this conversation is we're trying to have an artistic conversation
About content creators.
Mm-hmm.
about content creators, but artists also have to be content creators to even get anybody to pay attention to
Because
them.
Exactly.
I will say this, Sukiana, great content creator.
Great. Oh,
Don't think
yes.
anything of her as an artist.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Sexy Red's the same. I think.
I think
Sexy Red don't have an OnlyFans.
Oh, she don't?
Yeah, she ain't skeeting on camera.
ain't
I
nobody.
didn't know Sukiyama did either.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
she
paying for
does.
that. I'm not
Yeah.
paying for that.
I didn't
Cool.
pay for it.
yeah.
But it's
I mean,
accessible.
it's essentially like looking at all these people through a kaleidoscope. You got all these different views, and you know, a kaleidoscope have all the,
Yeah.
the screens on it, so you're seeing it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the
And
same context.
And I think what Xzibit is saying is simply that. He's trying to figure out, maybe I don't know if I necessarily agree with his approach, but it's like, how can we actually distinguish
Artists
versus
from
content?
And
creators.
at the
Like,
same,
how can
at
we
the end of the
actually do
day,
that?
That's
at the
what
end
he
of
was
the day,
saying,
It goes
essentially.
back to the consumer, though,
Yeah.
because the consumer, unfortunately, are putting people up on a higher standard or on a platform than what they should be.
So,
Well, it depends on, you know, like when we was talking about the last time I was here, you know, you got the trained ear and the people that just want to have fun. You know
And
what I
there's
mean?
more people that just want to have fun than the trained ear people.
Exactly.
But I will say this: the marketplace I feel like self-correction a certain way, because you know, Lil Nas X came out with his cowboy record, and then he came out, he was twerking on the devil.
Yeah.
Where's he? What's Lil
And
Nas
then
X
he
doing
had
right
the
now?
industry baby where he was
Yeah, I don't
dancing
Yeah,
naked
that's
in
what I'm
prison.
talking about. What is he doing right now?
I feel like there is probably, I mean, we talked about this last week a little bit. I think there is probably like a timeline on certain type of people that create certain type of content. Like if you don't evolve your content, even if you're using artistry as your type of content, then if you're not evolving that, then people are going to stop. They're going to go on to something else. You know, like
they're
it-
going to have the option to.
Yeah. I
Look,
mean,
there are people at one point. They would have if you said, hey, would you rather be the Yin Yang Twins? Or would you rather be Nas? They'd have definitely picked the Yin Yang Twins.
Yes.
true.
You know what I'm saying? But if you ask somebody right now, would you rather be the Yin Yang Twins or would you rather be Nas? Despite what criticisms we might have had of his newest offering, Nas is definitely who I'd want to be instead of the Yin
Well,
Yang
that's
Twins.
us, though, because I think at any given time, if you ask us who we want it to be, we would all say Nas. But the masses, they see the Yin Yang Twins. It's fun, it's popular. It's
Well,
Yeah, but
no,
if you want
I
to see
think the
how they're
difference-
viewed,
I think the difference is
they had their moment.
30 years
yes.
and 5.
Yeah, some
It's-
people would there's some people who are like, look, give me an incredibly successful 5 years,
Yeah.
as opposed to where I'm being celebrated 30 years later. I don't.
Yes,
I mean,
because they don't want to do the work. They really just want one flash in the pan
Yeah.
and then sit down and be
They're
done
using
with
the art to a means to an end, and it comes all the way back to
their art is more.
capitalism.
Once again, their
They're
art
trying
is
to
more,
make money because art isn't valued unless it is making money.
unless
Baby gotta
unless you
eat.
can commodify said art and create a product. Like I said, are we going to be talking about Sweetie in 10 years? But no, I don't think so.
it.
Sorry,
We ain't gonna be
Sweetie.
talking about a majority
But
of these
Sweetie,
artists in
but
10
Sweetie
years.
she got a Happy Meal with McDonald's
Yeah.
at one point.
They also got stinky booty.
Are we really going to be talking about Megan in 10 years? When she's 35 as opposed? Yeah, but at the same time, like. You think so? I don't really think so.
Because
once
talking about Kim.
Yeah, because once she becomes a middle-aged woman and can't shake her ass like she can right now,
She ain't gonna have them mag knees.
Yeah, so-
she gonna have them
yeah, but
peg
at the
knees.
same
But
time-
Tori Schauder.
but at the same that too. But at the same time, to the time when she was hot, she was able to get herself a chicken meal at Popeyes and get some sauce.
She also got her degree too, so she has a backup plan.
Hottie
that's her.
sauce.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I tried it.
a lot of you are a lot of MCs, and if you catch lightning in a bottle,
Hold on to it.
Hold on to it. Make your money.
Save your money.
Because the thing is, when it's over, it's going to be over, and you cannot reheat old French fries. Maybe if you got an air fryer.
Yeah, air fryer.
But I'm just saying, it's still not the same.